Welcome to the Second Win Boxing Media. I'm your host, Rashid Hammond, and alongside...
It's your boy, Mr. Hit the Like button, sub to the page. Caesar Fantastic.
Wow. All I can say is, what an fight. One-sided fight, that is. Oh, man. Just like I thought it was going to be tonight, I already saw in advance that Spence and Crawford, styles make fights, right? And that's first thing I'm gonna say first and foremost. Styles make fights. And when you're fighting a fighter that's known for one-dimensional coming forward, it's easy. Those that's from the old school of boxing, I mean 1990 back are better, right? Back in our fighting days, man, the key what the trainers taught us was if he miss, his ass must pay.
Make him pay. Let's make him pay.
And Crawford did that in an extraordinary fashion. Before, if any of you guys was listening to the pre-fight instructions given to him by his trainers, right? Mm-hmm. The first thing his trainers told him to do was, as soon as he missed, make his ass pay. And Crawford put that on all night long.
Yeah, you put that shit to work. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm gonna sit here. If you're young fighters out there, and it's not done too much often in this day and time. We've been in many fights, many places, and we notice these young fighters come forward, come aggressive, but they don't make their opponents pay for every time they make a mistake. Spence put on an excellent performance. Not Spence. Crawford put on an excellent performance. It was like game plan, like they already knew all the chinks in that man's armor, and they exploited it. What you got to say on the C's?
I see my man in here say Errol ain't been right since the accident. I can't say that. I say Errol's been right. Errol been all right. He been like walking through everybody.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He been walking through everybody. This dude was just another animal. Like Crawford showed something today that I ain't seen. I wasn't even expecting. You know what I'm saying? Like I picked Spence. Everybody, I was wrong. But I picked Spence.
It's all good.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's perfect.
Honestly, I picked Spence because I knew Spence was a bigger dude than the 147. I wasn't expecting Crawford to come in that size.
Right.
Crawford, he missed weight a little bit initially. And I said, when he missed weight, I said, oh Lord, he trying to come in bigger, you know. So I knew he was gonna come in, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know he was gonna come in bigger than Spence, but he did. Once I saw like first round, I remember I said, I'm like, hold up. Am I bugging, or is Crawford bigger than Spence? Like he was bigger. So I'm like, oh Lord, I might have picked the wrong one now. You know what I'm saying? Because that was basically Earl's only hope for me was to be, you know, a little bigger than him, you know. But Crawford, he beat him to the punch. He beat him to the punch. He missed, made him miss, made him pay.
Yeah.
To me, it looked like Floyd versus Canelo. You know what I mean? After about round 5 or 6, you could tell Crawford was a little lost. He was like, hold up, what I gotta do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, credit to the trainers, because both trainers was telling their fighters the correct thing. I remember Derek James telling Spence to give him more angles.
Yeah.
Stop standing right in front of him. And I'm like, that's the perfect thing, because you're standing right there for him to just dog walk you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then in the other corner, Bomac was telling Crawford, you know, keep doing what you're doing, box, you know what I'm saying? Just stay boxing them, keep boxing them. And, you know, he was telling him the right things to do. So both trainers, it was just a high quality chess match on both ends, man. But Crawford just showed that he was just a better man. He was a whole dog out there, you know?
Yeah, like I said, C's, Crawford did what we used to do in the old days, man. He took the fight from him. You know, boxing is a sport of timing. And if your timing is not on, in which and most great fighters know how to take your timing away from you. Right. Now he went in his back pocket and he picked those shots. Every time that boy missed, a shot came over top. As soon as he missed, he came over top. As you notice, he took all of Crawford's Spence strengths from him. He took the body shot away from him. And notice when he went to the body, he came back over top with the left hand. As he missed with the body shot, I'm talking about Spence. As he missed with the body shot, as he went down, Crawford came over top with the left hand. It was there all night. And the jab, he had a better jab than Spence had. And Spence is known for beating guys with the jab. Salute. Terence took the jab from him, man. That's the separation of fighters when you got a great trainer who's a strategist. That's the difference between elite level and good fighters. Elite level fighters always strategize for their opponents with their trainers. They always consistently going over game plans. Yeah. And that was the separation tonight. Yeah. I already saw this a mile away. If you look at my pre-fight predictions, I already said Spence is a one-dimensional fighter. He comes forward and he breaks his guys down. You get a guy that take the timing away from a guy that can punch. You will. If you take the timing away from a puncher, you can beat him all night long. Right. Because he's going to be frustrated. He's looking for the one shot, and he's going for the one shot. And guess what? Crawford already knew this. It's already was predicted by his team.
I like what Bernard Hackett said right here. Errol took a tough loss to Bud. I'm still with Errol in December in the rematch. All the greats have taken losses, but greatness is how Errol comes back from this. But the fans got a great fight worth every penny.
Yes, indeed.
I respect. I like that because I'm an advocate of fighters taking chances.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? Get the best fights. You know,
me too.
A loss is a loss. Like, I'm tired of the days when these dudes they scared to take these losses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, a loss is a loss. Bounce back. You know what I mean? Everybody back in the days used to, man, I take an L, I'm bouncing back.
I agree.
I see you next time. We get it again. We get it correct.
I have no problem for the rematch. I really don't have any issues with seeing a rematch because they are elite fighters. And they able to go back and make an adjustment. One adjustment I think he got to work on is he's going to have to work on his timing. His timing was off completely because Crawford took it away from him.
This dude say levels of this, Spence one-dimensional, but Crawford preserved his energy.
Exactly.
While Spence was trying to be more aggressive and go to the body, but Crawford's counterpuncher made him pay for it. You know what I mean?
I totally agree.
And that's what I was saying. I'm like, Crawford just looked too comfortable in the pocket.
Looked comfortable. He looked like he was in the living room.
Now, one thing I said leading up to the fight was he's not going to be able to stand in that pocket with Errol because of the body shots and everything, but he counted it perfectly.
He stayed there.
He counted it perfectly by keeping that defense tight. And when he caught something,
he came back over top.
He cracked him. So now that made Errol a little bit worried on going to that body a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't there.
Errol was like, man, I don't really want to do this no more.
This what he did. This what he did. Every time he went down there, he caught him with a shot to remind him he took his strength away from him. He turned his strength into a weakness.
Right.
He just basically turned his strength into a weakness. And this is what boxing is about. This is what the best do. They strategize and they put the game plan together and execute it. You find the weakness of your opponent and you make it your strength. Yeah. I remember back in the days when the Cincinnati fighters, Stanford. Mike Stanford. When we used to go to the Nationals, Cincinnati, Mike Stanford would literally record everybody that's in their weight class's opponents. And they will find a weakness before the next day. And they're already working on game plan. That's why they used to walk away with 6 fighters winning the Nationals from Cincinnati because they strictly strategized. And what happened tonight was Crawford had a game plan that was executed to perfection. The sweet science of boxing, the sweet science is this: hit and not get hit. And that's exactly what Crawford did tonight. He was hitting and he didn't get hit back. And as that guy threw punches, he came back with a shot. Excellent performance tonight. If you are a young fighter out there, you can learn a lot from this fight. You can learn a lot. Them boys over there on that other end of the fence, man, they doing their thing. I'm talking about the Shakur Stevenson, that whole crew. They got iron and sharpening iron. In my opinion, they the better fighters. They are the better fighters, in my opinion. Them boys are sharp as hell. They old school. They got some people in they camp, man. I'm telling you, man, that I remember my days. They are sharp.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Iron sharpen iron. When you get them super camps and super teams,
Exactly,
man, like that, man, it's hard to compete, man, because it's like you going in camp sparring with elite fighters.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just come see you, but who you working with?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know one thing I noticed about, I pay attention, right, to boxing, and I'm speaking in the area which we live in, right? I see a lot of trainers go get that easy work. They go running that easy work and they record that easy work and they post that easy work. That's what elite boxing, man, I remember you back in the days, you would go to other gyms, other cities to get work. Just so you can have that top-notch work to be sharp. You got the iron can only sharpen iron. You keep sparring these fighters that got 10 and 20 and 30 fights, 10, 20, less than 30 fights. You ain't doing up a doll in your knife. You ain't doing up a doll in your knife. And tonight was a prime example of how Terence Crawford showed you the best got to fight the best. That was an excellent performance. And I've seen some people use the terms that power is going to be the deciding factor. No, I knew it wasn't. When the elite fight the elite, you know what's the determining factor? Timing. Timing is always going to be the deciding factor when the best fights the best. Who makes the mistakes? Who capitalizes on the mistakes being made?
He had him clocked too.
He had it to perfection. I haven't seen boxing like that since Floyd Mayweather.
That was beautiful.
That was Floyd Mayweather boxing tonight.
It looked like Floyd Canelo to me, man. I'm like, the dude looked lost. I mean,
he was
it was like
completely lost.
everything he threw, he had a counter for.
He did.
Every time he swung, he weaved
and he came
or
back,
caught it, and whack.
And notice he never stayed on the line. The whole time he was off the line. The whole time he was just like this, back and forth. He telling Errol to get off the line.
You right in front of him.
Man, that man stayed off the line the whole night.
And that's what he doing.
He was here. He was just like this the whole time. That's all he was doing. And then as soon as he do, boop, boop, come over top.
The round after Derrick James told him, get off the line.
Get off the line.
Give him angles.
And that's what
the first thing he did when he came out, he gave him an angle. He threw something. He just missed it. I mean, he just missed it. It was right there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what he's talking about. Yeah. Get off the line.
Get off the line. But you know one thing,
he couldn't do it.
One thing about those type of fighters, the guys that's known for hit with the power shots, that's once that timing get off, it never get. It's so difficult to get it back on that I know it's going to be off that whole night. I was like this. All they got to do is focus on a few strategies with this guy. He's only one-dimensional. So how many weapons do we got to use? So guess what they did? They used 10 different weapons. That's like me going to war against a dude that got a Uzi and a 9 and a goddamn street sweeper, and AK. I got a goddamn one AK.
You got a shotgun.
A shotgun. And figuring out how can I beat this guy with all these weapons? He's shooting all these rounds, and I just got boom, boom, boom. Then you got and that's
Calico coming in.
That's what was going on tonight with timing, though. With timing, though.
It was time. Perfect.
Great performance tonight by Terence Crawford. It went exactly as I thought it was going to go.
Not like I thought it was.
I knew it was going to go that way because I knew what strategy that was needed to be done to beat this guy. Errol Spence is a hell of a fighter. One is the best Hall of Famer, top notch.
He definitely did.
But tonight, it was another notch. That was Floyd Mayweather level. That's see, he went 90s on him. That's 90s boxing. That lets you know how great the era that was before this era would have done a lot of these young fighters. They gonna go too many, they think differently. It's all strategy, man. It's all strategy.
Right.
Boxers, it's more to it just getting hit than hitting. You have to learn the strategies and the techniques to defeat your guy. It's war. Boxing is pure war. It's pure war.
Somebody said the only welterweight have a chance against Crawford is Boots. In my opinion, though I'm sure Crawford will probably move.
He will spank him.
I said coming into this fight, all three of them 50-50 to me.
It ain't no
now,
more.
After this, I'm like, okay, Boots or Errol. I think I might edge Boots. I think Boots
you
a little Boots closer
to win.
Errol. Yeah,
against Errol. Yeah.
Against Crawford. After this performance, I'm a little. Yeah, everybody know Boots my favorite fight. I don't care what y'all say, but I'm a little scared. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little scared. I rock with Boots.
Errol,
I rock with Boots, but I think Boots got more tools than Errol. I think Boots could do more things to Crawford than Errol. I think Boots and Errol are more mirrored.
Yeah.
I mean, Boots and Crawford are
somewhat.
are more mirrored than anything.
See,
I think, but I sort of like after this performance, I'm probably like I might have to.
See, let me tell you the difference. And anybody that's watching this and you hear this later down the road is going to eventually come up if this happens, if it do happen. I love the way Boots fights, right? But it's levels to this, right? Yeah. And this level right here is even if he was to fight Spence, right? And Spence coming in there, Spence will find a way to break him down. He's young. He's going to give you so many mistakes. He's going to make a lot of mistakes, and either one of those fighters will capitalize on those mistakes. Boots is a snap fighter. He's a snappier fighter. Snap.
And that's what killed Errol tonight.
Yeah, no.
That speed.
It was speed. It was speed. But what killed Errol tonight was timing.
Yeah, but it was more with the time. But Boots got that. But Boots got a little timing.
But Boots got zip. Boots got zip with guys, but Boots been fighting Class B fighters mostly, man. So we got to put him to the real test, right? We got to put him to the pay-per-view test. Yeah, he been fighting Class B fighters, man. Class B fighters.
All them
dudes
at Errol, at least all the dudes Errol sport.
Nah.
I Boots will smoke everybody Crawford for. But I think he's
just like people said today. Guess what? Just like people said today that they based their decisions on the level of competition. I base my decisions on the consistency of how a fighter fights, right? Because we are creatures of habits, especially in boxing. My father used to tell us that all the time when we have fights and opponents. We are creatures of habit. So if you're known for fighting a certain way, it's going to take a long time to change that style up, right? And that was tonight. That style that Spence had was his style, and Crawford had something for it, man. But Boots not ready for neither one of them guys, man.
Yeah, I think
Boots ain't ready yet, man.
I say Boots get her. I ain't saying Crawford.
Hell no, neither one of them guys, man.
Yeah, I think he might.
Hell no. He ain't. And let me tell you something. If he wouldn't even have that same strategy to beat Errol with that strategy if that fight was taking place. Right now, he got a game plan to use. He can add to his playbook.
Everybody, Errol done show the weakness now. But what was that? Somebody say people forget boxing and martial arts. Yeah, that's a fact. Oh, about the rematch. That's what I want to ask you. What you think about the rematch? You think a rematch should happen? This person say it doesn't need a rematch, but I wouldn't be mad at
wouldn't either.
Wouldn't be mad if they do a rematch. So
I wouldn't be mad if they did a rematch either. I wouldn't be mad because it's an economic. It's about making money. So and people will come see it. I hope these numbers were good. I hope them boys made at least 30 to 50 million. That would be great for. It's worth it, for both of them. I hope they did numbers.
Nah, for the risk they both took, yeah, it's worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rematch.
That was some old school boxing tonight, man.
I mean, rematch. I think, first of all, I want Crawford to go for that history just because I want to witness it. You know what I mean? Go for that third undisputed, man. That's what he want. Rematch. I mean, I watch, but what I saw tonight, I wouldn't expect nothing different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect nothing different. It's like what I saw tonight was what it was.
Yeah.
Like, it looked like it is what it is. Like, that's the better man.
Yeah.
It looked like Crawford just the better man. Like, it wasn't nothing. After round 2, when he dropped him with the flash knockdown,
yeah.
Errol had no answers.
He timing.
It was timing. I mean, it looked like he was faster. Crawford was faster. Crawford was landing the hardest shots. Crawford was doing everything.
Yeah.
Better. Like, it was like, I can't justify a rematch. I can't justify saying, like, okay, what would Errol do next time that would be able to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would give him an edge. Like, it's nothing I can give him an edge with. So rematch, I mean, cool, I'll watch it, but I ain't geek for it. I want to see the Crawford Charlo fight.
Yeah,
especially being that he came in bigger than Errol this fight.
If anyone's on here, we want to get your opinions, man. You can call in.
You can call in, or you can hit the link. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat.
You can call in. Anybody want to chime in? Let me get the number for you.
I don't know if I can send the link to the Facebook.
Anybody want to call in and give their opinion on this fight?
Oh yeah, and the link will be in the chat. The second win page and the DMB Boxing Legend page. It's in the chat.
Anybody want to come in and chime in with us? You're able to do so. The link is in the chat room. Give your let's hear your suggestions and what you think about this fight. Look for the thing. They ain't connected.
You got the number?
Check and see if yours on there, man. Your phone. You got your phone on you?
Nah, I might join over there.
Shit.
Something's
connected to it.
Let's see, mine ain't linked up though.
Damn.
Hey, grab it.
It's saying it's discovered by something.
All right, let me grab it.
All right, those that want to call in, we about to let y'all call in if you want to. The number is bear with us. I'm trying to get y'all to call in. I want to hear other people's opinion. Let me shut my phone down and cut it back. Yours was off?
I cut it off.
Did you use it before?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I ain't looking at that jump.
Yeah, we trying to get people to chime in. Also, hit the like and subscribe button. I want to hear people call in and get their opinions. I'm going to give you the number in a second.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on the banner.
Bear with us, please. I definitely want to hear everybody's opinions on this fight. So be prepared to call in, give your opinion, and what you think was the cause of this fight. Give me a second. Let my phone cut back on. Here we go. The number is 240-661-6747. I'm sorry. The number again is 240-661-7647. Call in and give your opinions on it if you want to give your opinions on the fight. Of what you think happened and what was great about the fight that you like. The number again is 240-661-7647.
Hey, definitely, man. But yeah, rematch is cool.
Not connecting. What's going on?
I'd be alright with it. But I ain't geeking like I said. Get the behind the scenes ready. Overseas, baby. Yeah, it's late, huh? Charlo gonna get rocked too in September. That's the Canelo joint. Yeah, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I go with Charlo for that Canelo joint.
It's not connected to them.
Canelo a little spooky. Canelo a little spooky for Charlo. Jumping up what? 2 weight classes. It's a little scary for Canelo jumping up. For Charlo jumping up 2 weight classes to see Canelo. That's Mike Fritz. Mike Fritz said, "Bud, the king of boxing now." That's a fact, Mike.
Yes, indeed. Mike, call in, Mike.
That's
Call,
a fact,
chime
Mike.
in, Mike. Come on in. Give Mike the link. Send Mike the link.
I put the link in the chat.
Call in, Mike. Call that number or chime in or come through the video. Let's get your opinion, brother. Mike Fritz, how you doing, man?
Use your phone with the links. It'll be fine. But yeah, Bud definitely number one on my pound for pound right now.
Yeah, Bud top dog, man.
Bud definitely number one. He running this boxing game like he top dog in the game right now. So yeah, definitely. Think it's time for me to write my list out. So I probably go with Bud. Low key might have to put Inoue at number 2 after that destruction this week too. And then like Bevel, you got Bevel. And man, I'm gonna have to sit down and write this list out. That's gonna be great. But yeah, Bud is definitely top dog. Got some kind of spam coming through here. Texas camp exposed. Yeah. That Texas camp looked a little spooky tonight, didn't it? Yeah, I don't know about we gotta see if they can adjust down there. I don't know about the adjustments that can be made with them Texas boys right now.
Hello?
What's up, fellas?
Yeah, who is this?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, damn. Hung up. I'm gonna call him back. Hold on, call him back.
Oh, you got connected on your phone.
Yeah, it's not doing it, man. I gotta go ahead.
Thank you for calling.
Shit. I was called.
Hey.
Somebody's trying to call in 240 number. Hey, brother, call right back in, man. There we go. Here we go.
So he been the top dog. Yeah. I mean, it was
welcome in. Who am I speaking with?
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
It's Tim.
What's up, Tim?
Hey, Tim Byers.
Tim who?
Tim Byers. What the Tim with you?
Oh, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
You already smell. I'm like, man, you recognize my voice. Like, nah. It's all good. You already know I'm a big, huge boxing fan and everything, man. I love the fight and everything. Just want to comment on it and everything. I knew this was going to happen anyway. I knew Spence was like one-dimensional. He's a great fighter, but when you're going against another fighter who has good ring IQ and everything like that. All that coming forth stuff, I don't mean nothing. And I tell people all the time, even these young boys, you wasting your energy up there talking about, yeah, I'm strong and I'm big, when I can just counter everything you do
Yes,
and
sir.
watch for all your little weak points. And then that's what people don't think. Boxing is not only that, it's a martial art. People
That's
don't even understand it.
that's facts, bro.
You're breaking people down, you analyze them.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, Crawford did, man, he wore that guy out, man. Just like you said, Spence was one dimensional and everything, man. I think he needs to go back and watch what the mistakes he made and everything. And the jab was good, but Terence took it away from him.
Took it
So,
away.
like you
He
said,
took it away, man.
Early.
yeah, he took that thing away from that man. And like you said, he said when he got that first flash knockdown, man, that he had nothing else. He couldn't make adjustments. And good fighters make adjustments,
Yep.
especially when something like that happens. You should be there, okay, I made that mistake. I can't make that mistake again.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it coming. There's nothing you can do. It's like almost like now he's doing repetition. You're doing the
Yep.
same thing over and again
Yep.
and getting the same shot.
Yep.
And I already knew. I said, man, another people didn't see is Crawford hand speed made him pay every time
Yep.
he went for a mistake for that body shot.
Yep.
That speed was fast.
Yep.
And people did not pay attention to that. I said, you gotta look at that man's hand speed. It's not just the ring IQ. This man is in perfect condition.
Yep.
And every time he did something, like you said, Rashid, he made him pay. You know about this more than anybody.
Yep.
But he made that guy pay and everything, man. The speed was there. The ring IQ was there. The timing was down. It didn't even take him that long to figure him out.
Yep.
I mean, they had a hell of a team, man.
Yeah, they
Crawford
did.
team, man. I commend them.
That was a team
But I do. I'm like Crawford. I appreciate Spence for making this fight happen, man. I needed this fight.
Man,
so
what?
bad.
Yeah, me too, bro. Man, I was.
I was going to actually fly out there and go to that jump. I was like, oh, hey. I mean, I'm diehard boxing fan. History.
Yes, indeed.
I'm
Yes,
like,
indeed.
hey.
You know, I was
And
planning on
I
going
watched
out there too, bro. But I had to went on a vacation, so.
Yeah, I watched one of my students play. I was like, nah, man, I can't miss that because they're pretty hard. I was like, man, I gotta watch this fight. I watched the other one, man, with the guy from Tokyo. That was a good fight too. But
Yeah.
this was the main fight I've been looking for forever, man. It brought back those '80s memories.
Yeah, man.
Welterweight wars,
It did,
all-
bro. It did. It did. How,
all that back, man.
how you feel about the rematch yourself? Do you think it's worth it? 'Cause I think you did mention it. I didn't catch it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it need a rematch, but I'm not mad if it happens. Like I said, it's because you should allow that man at least try to, get another shot at his belt. Because he lost it. Give him time to regroup and let him at least fight for his belt because he gave you the opportunity. And that's the only thing I'm looking at. And people watch the fight. I mean, you never know what might happen the second time.
Facts.
He might make adjustments and make them out and actually win. I don't know.
That's facts.
And so, I mean, I say, that man, he's still in his hand to allow you to fight him because he was going to go up anyway. Just give him a chance to fight for his belt again. If you whoop him again, then you ain't got to worry about him no more.
Facts. I think
I mean, but
usually one-sided fights like that normally just get wiped out. But it's such a big fight. That's just like Mike Tyson and Holyfield. It happened twice, even though he got swept both times. But it was such a big fact that they was willing to think that he still had a chance.
Which rematch?
yeah, that is true.
Question.
That is true.
C's got a question for you.
Do you think
Yeah.
a rematch at 54 is better than a rematch at 47?
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
54 might be better. I mean, good because I don't think Errol can keep that weight.
Yeah, Earl been
Maybe
draining
better.
sort of a
Earl
little
has
bit,
more
but
power.
he ain't making no excuses. I won't make no excuses for him, but he been draining for a while. At 54, he probably be a
Yeah,
little
that's
stronger. So with a
Yeah,
rematch
that's what
at
I'm thinking.
54, because I think the clause is a rematch at 54.
I mean, Terence was going to move up anyway to try to fight Charlo anyway, so
Yeah, that's true.
why not? If he was going to move, I mean, since he's going to move up anyway, with Charlo about to fight Canelo, and anyway, I mean, so I don't think it's a problem for him going up 154 because he was going to do that anyway. So why not? I mean, test the water. Maybe get a tuna fight or something like that. But they ain't gonna do that. They gonna make him go straight into the fight.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, and I remember when Bob told Spence, he told him to stay far away from Crawford.
He did.
And he didn't listen.
He did.
Yeah.
I watched interviews. I got boxing notifications all over my phone. I watched everything boxing. So I know all these interviews and everything. But I'm telling Canelo, you might want to stay far away from Crawford too.
Damn
You
right.
try to come down and do that.
If he get him
You
down,
really
he,
did.
Coming down. Canelo gonna be like, catch me at 75.
yeah.
Canelo gonna get every advantage he
thought
can.
that Spence was just- Yeah, true, yeah. Everybody thought that Spence was going to walk through those punches. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
he dropped this guy 3 times. And mind you, this is his first fight he ever got dropped. And he got dropped 3 times.
Yeah.
His first loss, and he got stopped.
Got stopped. He was dominant.
It was
But then, like he took his timing away from him completely.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Y'all-
He took his
y'all know-
timing away from him
I know
completely.
that-
In my opinion, I definitely think that it was a shutout, but I know boxing. Been around it for almost 40 years. And money talks, bullshit walks, you know? Money talks, bullshit walks. And okay, the rematch clause wasn't put in there for no reason. I think the same thing gonna happen twice. I think he gonna beat his ass again this next time.
I said,
But I know people gonna try to get that bread. So one gentleman said, "You sound stupid."
no, that's somebody. He talking to dude up top.
Oh, okay. Oh, they going back and forth with each other. Okay.
Somebody said Spence should retire. He can't
Okay.
be Bud. He said,
Okay, they going back and
should
forth.
retire after no law shit. I ain't gonna say that man need to retire,
not worried
but
about
he did get
You know,
dogged.
you got the internet trolls anyway.
Yeah, bro. I can't see the names, but most of
I don't even go to boxing, man.
yeah. But most of these guys probably I gotta check the names because some of my homies on here though. You know, some of these my boxing buddies too. They be they you
I
know.
don't talk nothing about bad about them. It's all love.
He
It's
get rocked
just
at
good, no
any way.
conversation.
Yes,
That's the way
indeed.
it looked.
But brother, I appreciate you
One of
for
my students-
go ahead.
One of my students was at the Ohio State named Charles. He fights for Diamonds of the Rough. He won, and it's the second time in Ohio he won.
State fair.
Congratulations to him. He one of my piano students, and this is the second
Okay.
championship at the Ohio State Fair. He won the date.
Oh wow, that was one of my favorite tournaments. I won that 3 times, man.
I'm gonna share the thing with his mom put so you can see what I'm talking about.
Send it to me,
One of my
man,
own
because
piano students.
I had fought in that joint when I was going to Duke, man.
Oh, yeah, I know you and your brother, man. Y'all was top in the country, man. The Hammer brothers we know about.
Yes, indeed, brother. Appreciate that,
Yeah,
brother.
y'all was deep, man. Y'all was in the papers.
Yeah, that's fact. But brother, I appreciate you. Send it to me. Inbox me.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Thank you again for coming on here, brother.
What y'all do, man? I be watching. I'll comment a lot.
It's all good, brother. I'm glad you're watching, man. I appreciate you, brother. Man, you have a blessed day, brother. Peace and blessings.
You too.
Yeah, like this person said, man, Spence has to make a couple of adjustments. First, he can't lunge. Second, he probably has to apply hard guard. And lastly, listen to his corner and step around after he punches. That's the first thing I said. Like when we came on, I'm like, he didn't listen to his corner, man. His corner was telling him, stay off the line.
Yeah,
Give him angles. Step to the side. He wasn't doing it.
man. You know, it's hard to adjust when you're dealing with a guy that's known for his thing is timing. His fight game is timing. You know, that's how he fights. You know, his fight game is timing. And I knew, being a one-dimensional fighter, if he didn't figure out if Crawford got him off his game plan, he didn't have nothing to go to fix it, because he fight the same way every fight. So that's I was like, if Crawford had taken him out as his whole game plan, he's going to fight the same way, and he has no way to get out of that way of fighting. So he couldn't adjust. You can't adjust if you don't have no more weapons to go into your bag to get out.
That's it. His thing was break you down.
Break you down, but
Break you
how
down.
can you break down somebody that take the timing from you?
I mean-
and to break somebody down, that requires what? Timing.
Yeah.
To break somebody down, that requires timing. Going to the body, boop, come back up top, boop. That's how he fought. That's how he fight.
First time he went against somebody with that kind of skill set.
Exactly.
And that could neutralize your time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everybody else just took the breakdown.
Took the breakdown.
You know,
they stood in there and dealt.
Yeah. Ugas, Spence. Porter. All up. Just took the breakdown. Was right there.
Yeah.
Crawford was a little bit more wily, a little smarter.
Crawford was
to be able to flip him or catch it.
Crawford was a throwback tonight.
Yeah. He gave old
Crawford was a throwback fighter tonight.
He gave him old school work.
You seen a guy. Basically, what I got out of this whole thing was, if a guy from 2000 or 1997 to 1995 was to go into fight a guy now and it was that age, that's the performance you would have saw tonight. Because he damn sure was making him pay. We used to live by that rule, man. We used to live by that rule.
That was the name of the game.
If somebody missed, he must pay.
Look at old school boxers like Sweet Pea and
all them used to make your ass pay. Floyd did it all the way to retire. Mark Too Sharp Johnson would make your ass pay.
Hey, hurt him, act him, crack. You know
what somebody? What you say? Somebody was saying what? The last comment.
Okay. Not making any excuses, but that Spence was just not ready. I think this work. What he said? I think this matchup rematch is not gonna work out better. Yeah, he's basically saying the rematch ain't gonna be no better than this.
Hell no, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing gonna happen again. It ain't gonna be no better.
Yeah,
we can't see y'all names. I'm sorry about that, man, because I know a lot of times the Facebook people, we can't see your names. I gotta go on here and check it from here. I'll see who said that. We can't see the names.
Yeah, Crawford didn't have to do much.
Okay, I see. Omega Lewis. Yeah, great comment.
Never listen to his corner. That's a fact. Like I said, he had to get off that line. He made it too easy. You could see Crawford just stand there in the pocket.
Yes,
sort of in
indeed.
the Mayweather shoulder roll, just standing there like
waiting to pounce. He was sitting in the living room, man.
Yeah, we sitting here looking like, man, this dude ain't even sweat.
Yeah, sitting in his living room, too easy, man. Too easy of a performance. I just know that style was perfect, and like I said, I saw a lot of people was their prediction was based off of power. Power is not able to be used if the timing of it is not working. Your power is useless if your timing is off.
I say I think a rematch would be a better fight. I want to know why.
Oh my God!
No, I mean, no funny nothing. Because I want to know why. Because I wonder, would you think a rematch would be better at 47 or 54, or do you think Errol could just do something better at 47? Do you think, like, you know what I mean?
I don't see what he could do. How he can do at 47 because I
think at 54 maybe, like, you know, if he don't have to cut, it might be a little better. But I think Crawford just gonna have the speed and his timing down. If he don't work on other aspects of boxing, it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't see nothing. I don't see anything different done.
I
see
somebody say I'm a Spence fan. I believe him. That might be the same person.
Yeah. I wish I could see your name, whoever it is. We on the Facebook, we are unable to see your name.
Yeah, you gotta allow your name to pop.
Yeah, you gotta. If in future reference, everyone register your name to this so we can know who you are, and we can address you and know who we're talking to. I can see it on my Facebook Live. A few of the names come up. But like I said, it went as Jackson. Oh, there was Angie. Hey Angie, how you doing now? Yes, indeed. She is a big Errol fan. Errol Spence fan. Yes, indeed.
All right, that's what's up. I was with you tonight, but
yeah,
it was bad.
Yeah,
it was bad work. I can't even hold you by round two. I made a bet with somebody at work. You know, I'm gotta pay that to Mark.
Yeah, I was with Crawford, and you know what's crazy though? I was with Spence I was with Spence before they made the fight happen years ago. But then I analyzed the fight, both of their styles, and I knew what was going to take place. You know what I'm saying? And my first prediction of picking Crawford was when we did our first interview with Larry Quick and Mo Adams. That's when I was rolling with Spence. That was last year. So that's why I rolled with Crawford. I analyzed
before
the
that.
fight.
You was like,
I was like Spence.
You was like, I'm leaning Spence. I was like,
but
me
then,
too.
yeah, but then
you went into it. And said, I'm going Crawford.
I'm going
like,
Crawford. Yep.
I'm like, come on, bro, man, you got, but you was right. You was right.
I was Terence Crawford with the Keon. You was Spence, but I remember that, man.
Somebody said Spence never had to fight. Somebody took the fight to him.
I don't know. Keon, I think he did go with Terence Crawford. Keon, who you went with first?
It's a good comment. Spence never had anybody.
Keon, who you went with first?
That's a fact. Like I said, everybody sort of been.
I'm messing with you, man.
Everybody sort of been there.
Now we talked about it
for Spence to break down. That's the first time Spence ever had somebody bring it to him and say, "Okay, nah, I'm not gonna let you hit me. And every time you try to hit me, I'm gonna make you.
Hey,
you gonna feel this. You know what I mean? This is the first time he ever had to deal with that.
He did. I mean, and he went in his back pocket with that one, man. He went in his back pocket with that one, man. And I seen a few people in both of their camps that I remember from my days fighting, man. In the camps helping out or whatever. Yeah, Spence was loopy, man. He was,
Spence loopy,
but his timing was off,
Spence,
man.
Though Spence a little bit with his shots because he normally body shots, hook shots up top.
Yeah,
you know he got heavy hands,
and he got
heavy hands. He don't got one punch, but he got hands they just heavy, like hitting them with a brick over and over. So they're gonna break you down over time. But
yes, indeed.
Crawford got one punch power. You know what I mean? And I think Spence might have felt a little bit of something that had him, you know what I'm saying?
And Keon, you're exactly correct. Straight down the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of my what my father used to teach us back in the days. When you fighting a guy that throw loopy punches, come straight down the pipe. That's the fastest to destination.
I wonder what Boots is thinking right now. Boots probably thinking like I'm thinking, man.
Boots better learn how to fight right.
Yeah.
Fight with timing and strategies
that
instead of just going in there.
The last Boots fight, the Via fight, Boots showed everything. He showed it. Like Boots showed he ready for that level.
Yeah.
You can't even look at the Karen fight. The dude, you can't chase a dude around the ring, running around in circles and think you're gonna look good. Nah.
Exactly.
Look at the Via fight. Boots showed all skills. Boots showed that he there. But what Crawford showed tonight?
Yeah.
And Boots my man.
Yeah,
everybody know that's my favorite fight. I ain't gonna.
If you want to call in, put the number. Is the number up there again? See, the number's right there. Call that number right there. I'm trying to connect my damn Bluetooth. Hit that button for me right there. Count. Oh yeah, here we go. One more time. I'll try to get it right this time.
But yeah, hit the number, call that.
Still ain't connected, man. What's going on with my thing? I'm gonna
drop this link one more again.
Hit the cancel button for me, see.
Drop this link one more again, just in case somebody want to pop up. Yeah, it's a great fight, Keon. I said I couldn't be mad at it either way. Anybody win, lose, or draw, like can't be mad at the best fighting the best, man.
Right. It's about taking risks, man. That's what this sport deserves.
Who I want to see next? Who y'all want to see next? I want to see Crawford and Charlo low key. Let's I'm here for the history.
Yeah.
If Crawford could get the three division undisputed, you know what I'm saying? If he could go for undisputed in 3 divisions, then I'm all for it. I don't think I want to see him stay at 54. You know what I mean?
That's my brother Tim. The whole time, Tim, that's my man, Tim.
I want to see him up there.
He must. Yeah, I know Tim. That's my guy. Damn, I ain't know who we was talking to for real.
Yeah, Jamel Charlo, going for Jamel Charlo undisputed at he told him after I beat up your boy Spence, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for those belts. Yeah, so I say Crawford had one more fight at 47. Boots could take it.
I want to see.
I mean, I think, I think he could. I think he could beat Charlo the way he looked tonight. Like Charlo, the same breed, low key,
as
Spence.
They come from the same camp, but they got different styles, though. Yeah, they do. His style is slightly different. He bounce a lot. He bounce up on his toes, and then he bounce off the jab. And plus, he's an off-the-dock fighter as well.
Yeah, he's different, but Crawford switched. Crawford ain't even switched today either. That's another thing we ain't even peep. Like, ain't say nothing about. Crawford ain't switch at all.
He didn't. He that was the part of the strategy. He would have got hurt. He got caught with shots if he switched. His game plan was strictly timing.
Yeah.
So if you switch, you're now out of time yourself. So he couldn't afford to do the switch. They probably was expecting all of that. Yeah. So this thing was chess today. It was pure war.
That's what I said. It was a battle of trainers. The trainers was perfect. Like both of them telling their fighter what to do, but Crawford did it.
Yeah.
Crawford did what he had to do. Spence he ain't do it. He wasn't able to.
Yeah.
Charlo get lazy. Yeah, Charlo get lazy. Charlo, I don't know. I see a lot the same traits in Charlo as Spence. Like they both pressure fighters. I don't see Charlo as he's probably a better boxer and a better mover. But he more male, saying he more of an in the pocket, what you call it.
Yeah.
More to move a little bit more. You know what I mean? But Mel sort of been ever since, earlier.
You got another person calling in, see.
All right. Earlier Mel would but since he got knockout crazy, he sort of been in the pocket.
Welcome to the second win. Who am I speaking with?
It's Lou.
What's up, Lou? How you doing, brother? Turn your TV down or your camera, whatever you got in the background.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Y'all doing a great job, man. I just want to chime in, man. I've been following y'all, and I've been also looking at the post fight on TV,
Okay.
And I just wanted to say a lot. I wanted to know your opinion, right? Because a lot of these dudes, man, like Bud and Canelo, and a lot of these dudes that's making a mark for the up-and-coming fighters, do y'all think they putting dudes out there too quick, man? Is it too fast for them? Because obviously, we saw that tonight. Spence was outclassed, outboxed, outsported. I mean, in any category that you put it, he hit a dead zero. So do y'all think that maybe these dudes with these names are coming up too fast and too quick, man? Because I think they can maybe do the same mistake with the brothers, with Charlo or whoever can make hit Canelo, man. Them dudes just got too much experience.
I don't think he need to fight Canelo.
I wouldn't say that about.
Say they was too quick.
I wouldn't say that about Spence and Crawford. That was kind of like perfect. Yeah. What it was is I would say this though. I would say this: the competition nowadays, right, in the fight game is so diluted that a special you gotta have a good camp, right? I mean, you got to have a whole bunch of elite guys around you to make you better because it's hard to find good work nowadays, right? So I think that was a battle of the camp, right? That was a battle of the camp. Errol got a good, decent camp, right? But they both are elite amateur fighters. They both have over hundreds and 200 fights amateurs, right? So They've been on multiple international trips and things of that nature. I wouldn't say that about these two fighters today. Now, I can say that about a lot of other fighters that's coming up now who doesn't have a lot of amateur experience, right? A lot of these guys are jumping straight into the pros because the amateurs are not giving them the same benefits as they used to give them back in the days. When you won the Olympics or made it far, you got bonuses that was ridiculous back in the days. Being a gold medalist, right? They don't do that no more like they used to. So the amateur game has to be improved more so the pro game can be as great as it was, because when we was coming up, I remember guys when I was 14 had 200 fights. These guys now, when they go pro, they got 60 fights as amateurs, man.
30 fights.
And I was 17 with 100 fights. And could have had more. So it's all based upon the amateur game got to be resurrected, man. It got to go back to that old school fighting. The amateur game got to be, and we competing against many battles now. The streets, rap music, all of this stuff that's going on that's diluting these youngins to think that the other way. Back in the days, the boxer was the man in the streets.
Yeah.
Everybody boxed in my neighborhood.
Man, what?
For about 10 dudes from my hood, man. Dudes up 37, Ridge Road, and Greenway. We all, man, we took it serious, you know? So it's all boiled down to resurrecting that amateur game. These two fighters tonight were perfect amateur fighters. Yeah. They had excellent amateur careers. What happened was one had a better strategy tonight and had a better game plan with more weapons.
They grew up in games.
Spence is one-dimensional. So guess what? He fought a lot of these one-dimensional fighters at his time and had to pay for it with a guy looked like he looked like he fought a guy from 1996 and got his ass spanked tonight. That's what that was. He fought a throwback fighter tonight who actually of this time.
Yeah.
I totally agree, because I've been following Bud from the beginning, and I already, just like other few fighters that's out there that got the all-around package. You know, it's like when we was in the schoolyard and we playing basketball, we playing football, whatever we doing, we already knew there was somebody on the field that just had that all-around.
Yeah.
He had that all-around package.
Yeah.
I'm saying he was definitely at a different level. I already knew Bud was there. I know you already know, but I see you laughing, right?
Right.
You know, I already know Bud was there.
Yeah, man.
And so now I'm looking at what it is on the platform. Do y'all really think there's somebody on our side of the water? I'm talking about the USA side, man.
Okay.
Because I think Bud is on some Michael Jordan type.
Yeah, that was Michael Jordan flow tonight. Yeah.
He go it right now.
Right now, do we really have someone in the USA on this side that's going to get it? I think we're going to have to look for overseas, Africa, Matumbo, somebody overseas.
Nobody over there. Closest thing we got is Boots.
You know,
and Bud got a little edge over Boots with
experience, man, and his mindset. You know what I'd say this? I don't mean to cut you off, C's. I just want to get this off right fast. This will happen. This will happen. If Boots was to fight Bud, right, you will see a Mayweather Canelo Part 2. You will see a Mayweather Canelo Part 2. At the age he's at now, he will shut that young man out.
Yeah, I can see that.
All for timing, experience, having more weapons in his arsenal. Also, the ring generalship. There's so many different things he would do to him that would take him in deep waters. You know what I'm saying? He would take that young man in deep waters because of the tricks of the trade.
Yeah.
Boots beat some guys, right? Boots beat some guys coming up. They was Class B, C fighters, right? But when he got to go dig in his back pocket to go get whatever's in there to get to the next level, he ain't going to be able to do it against no Bud Crawford. Impossible. That man, like you said, that's just like Michael Jordan going up against Allen Iverson. Okay, you got to cross over on me. I'm going to drop 50 on your young ass tonight. I'm going to drop 50 on your young ass tonight. Okay, you crossed me up and got a 3 off. But I dropped 50 points on you.
Hey, he crossed
The shit out. But Jordan came back with some shit after that. Oh, shit.
Jordan was like,
He did cross him, but Allen Iverson will tell you, though, Slim. He'll tell you. He'll tell you, man. He'll tell you straight up, man. Jordan cooked my ass after that.
Yeah. Jordan had that dog, though.
Exactly.
That's the same thing we were saying earlier.
That's what
Bud got that dog,
bug.
man. It was like, Blood got that dog. I thought he was gonna have too much dog.
Yeah, he had the right dog.
But he had the perfect amount of dog.
And you know what else though? I'm gonna tell you when you know you got a good fighter, man. And I hate to say it because I'm not a gambler, right? But most of the best fighters are gamblers, man. Most athletes, Michael Jordan gambles everything. He bets on himself, everything. Ricardo Williams, man, one of the best amateurs I've ever seen in my life. We gamble, we play cards, gambling. That's when I started. When I go to Colorado Spring, we got Floyd same way, gamble like crazy. That's one of the things that you know about that competition level.
It's like, look,
It's
I know this.
I'm betting everything. I got that much faith in myself.
Bet it, yeah.
You're not born with that. That's a gift.
Mess me up.
Yes, indeed.
That on damn.
But I appreciate you, brother, man. That was a great question, man. You're welcome to come on here anytime, brother.
Hey, man.
I appreciate it, man. Keep up the good work, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Peace. That was a great question, man. Great question, brother. Anyone else want to call in, man? What's up, brother Flake? I see my man Flake up in here from Newport News in the building. One of the legends, man. Oh yeah, the street legend, man.
Hey.
God damn, we got Terence Crawford up in the building, y'all.
Crawford,
blessing, brother. Great work, man. Great work. We got Terence Crawford up in here. Is that really him? Shit.
Terence Crawford somewhere in the background chilling.
Man, everything's good, man. If that's you, man, is that really somebody? Hey, look at this, man. We got Terence Crawford in here, man.
Big time, though. We got Terence Crawford up in here.
That was some great work, man. If that's really you, man. If it is easy work. Wow. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed, brother, man. Great work today, man. If that is you on here, man, we will find out, though, brother. You never know, though. You know I'm connected to people, man. For real, man. For real, man.
But yeah, man. It's a hell of a fight, man.
Excellent performance tonight, brother.
But now let's get to it, bro. Like, it's good. You think that 54 undisputed is possible?
2-time undisputed, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, indeed, man.
About to be 3, huh? You think you're gonna get that 3?
Yeah. I don't see nobody beating Terence, man.
Hey.
He got too many weapons in his arsenal, man. We appreciate you, man. Appreciate you too, man. Got too many weapons in his arsenal, man.
Hey.
Got too many weapons in his arsenal, man. I'm nothing without my brother's support, man. Yes, indeed.
The cornflakes say he punished bro tonight.
Yeah, he did, man. He his timing was perfect.
It was timing. And that's one thing I take from when I interviewed with JJ, Julian Jackson. One thing Julian Jackson said, he didn't care about how hard he punched.
He was concerned about his timing.
Timing. The timing mattered more than anything. It was
facts.
And it's true because a perfect time jab could stun you. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing you seen from Crawford.
This ain't no damn. This guy got 5 subscribers, man.
He would time his jab perfectly coming in. You know what I mean? And it'll just stop. It just stopped Spence in his tracks. He wouldn't be able to do nothing. So yeah, I mean, you know what I mean?
What you said? Repeat that again.
I said it was a perfect thing. He'd time his jab.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like he was timing all power shots. He'd time a jab and it just stop him. in his tracks. Like,
Yeah, that was part of that. That was part of the strategy. It was perfect because
One
he
thing-
took that away from him. He took his weapon from
what he
him.
said after the fight, he said, I think Spence said Crawford normally got a flicking jab.
Yeah, he
He
did.
normally flick his jab
Yep.
or whatever.
But he threw it.
But he was throwing solid jabs.
joints on him.
That threw us. That
Threw
that
timing
him
off. Threw him
He
off
was
completely.
expecting a flicking jab.
Exactly. You know,
Switched it up on him.
guess what though? One of the things about it was in boxing, you take away a man's weapons. You take his weapons away from him. How can he beat you? How can he beat you and you took his weapons away from him? His jab was vicious, Flake. You ain't never lied, brother. That thing was on time and it was stiff. It was stiff.
Yeah.
They say pause, man. Pause. It was
Pause. You got pause
Yeah,
everything,
pause
man.
that
You
shit.
can't talk
Yeah,
about that
sure.
no more, man. It's crazy.
His jab was on time, man. It was perfect, man. Okay, we getting trolled by these by these jokers on here, man. They'll play.
Man, Errol Spence
Errol
said he
Spence.
won a rematch. Oh shit! We breaking the news.
Yeah, man.
Say, give
So
me
both of
another
them
chance.
coming on here saying stuff.
Yeah.
Give me another chance. Oh my God.
Matter of fact, both of y'all call up right now.
Right. Call the number right now.
We
Earl,
can set this. We can set
Earl,
this
call
match
in.
up.
Call in,
We can
Earl.
set this match up live.
Call in, Earl. If that's you, brother. Call in.
Errol.
I went on the other dude joint. He had 5
Oh
subscribers.
yeah, man, I do that. Rematch. The
No,
fuck?
we don't want to see it. No, we don't want to see it. Whoever this guy on here saying that.
Rematch.
Nah, I don't want to see it.
Nah, we cool. On
I thought it was a shutout. And it went the way it went.
Yeah.
We got we on whoever that is. We messing with these trollers, man. We got trollers on here. One saying that he Earl and one is saying that he Crawford. So go on their page. They got 5 subscribers, man.
Yeah, probably say, dude.
Great.
By round 4, you can see the outcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what was spooky because normally it take Crawford to about round 4 to download information or whatever, right? He had Earl out by round 2. When I saw that, I said, "Oh no."
Yeah, we got some trollers on here, man,
By round
pretending to
2.
be these fighters, man.
By
So
round 2,
that's
I
funny.
said, "Oh no." You know, normally by round 4, I'm like, okay, Crawford gonna start cooking now. This when Crawford start cooking. Crawford start cooking round 2.
2.
I said, "Oh nah,
By
it's
2.
over."
And you know, and I knew once I saw how he was fighting, I said, yeah, he not gonna try to download.
Oh shit, Derrick James. Yeah.
Hey man, we getting trolled by all the guys,
Derrick
man.
James said, "Give Earl his rematch." Oh shit,
This
Bo
is
Mac
it.
coming in next, y'all. Bo Mac gonna say, "Fuck you, Derrick."
Whoever these jokers is, they coming in one by one, and then
It's
the same dude just keep using different pages.
Got robbed.
Oh my God, these dudes is
Gotta love the
crazy. Some
internet,
boy
bruh.
jokers out
Gotta
here,
love the
man.
internet. I said they turned it off after round 2. Yeah, it was stamped. It was still like, when I say a good fight, I wouldn't say a good fight. I say it was beautiful. Like as a fan of the sport, to see the
Facts.
skill level of Crawford. You know what I mean? To see how he was doing,
How
what
he was doing, yeah.
Like as a fan of the sport, that was just beautiful.
That was beautiful boxing, man.
Like it was like, oh my
It was
god,
textbook boxing,
Like,
man.
yeah. Like I'm not. Everybody know. Okay, Boo's my favorite fighter right now, but my favorite fighter all time, Winky Wright. I don't care about a knockout. I like I like beautiful boxing, and
That's what he
what
did.
we saw tonight was beautiful boxing.
Beautiful boxing,
Regardless.
and it was many rounds of it. Like it was enough rounds to be entertained by.
Yeah.
And it's a lesson behind this for these young fighters, man. For these young fighters, man, they can learn a lot from this, man.
Yeah.
You know, that was Sweet Science at its at its greatest right there, right?
That was
The last time we saw something like that, we didn't appreciate it. That was Floyd Mayweather, who was making people miss and pay his whole career.
It's boring.
Now,
I want to see knockouts. Like what, man? Look at this beautiful. Look at this perfection.
That was Floyd Mayweather was the last of the hit and make him pay.
Yeah.
And that's what we saw tonight. Terence Crawford is, man, that was phenomenal.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal, man. Yeah. Let me give some shout outs for those that's on here. I'm on the
question.
On the what's up, Mo? Mo on here. I see Mo Adams was on here. I ain't even see that up
Mo?
there. Yeah, Mo was on here too.
Quick question. Would you put Tank in the miss and make him pay? Or not?
Yeah. I would.
I was thinking about it. I just thought about it when you said Floyd was the last. I was like, hold up. Now, Tank miss and make you pay. Tank don't really sit and take shots.
Yeah. But yeah, he do somewhat.
I mean, if he know you don't crack,
you know the real.
When you look at the Rolly fight, he tested him.
Yeah.
Rolly, he saw, okay, Rolly can hit. Sort of like Pitbull.
Yeah.
Oh, he can hit. Okay. Now I'm gonna get on defense. And when he miss him, I make him pay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's like it's a different
no, it's a different feel. He more of a brawl.
He more of, yeah, it was a different form of it for Tank.
But it's still that same.
Tank is a trap setter. Yeah. He's more of a trap setter than a hit make him pay type fighter. He's more of a trap setter. Now, for those that don't really know Tank's abilities, boxing's abilities, as we do in this area of DC, Maryland, and Virginia, you know, Baltimore, DC, Maryland, and Virginia, we know the boy as being a beautiful boxer. He got speed, movement, all the above in the amateur days.
Yeah.
But as a pro, he has adopted the knockout strategy of setting traps. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm gonna tell you who's a miss make him play type of fighter. I left out a name, and who's one of my favorite fighters, who I think is the best in my opinion. 135. That's my opinion.
Yeah, cool.
Shakur Stevenson. That's a hit make him pay. He don't get hit.
Nah, he don't get hit.
But guess what camp he's under? The same camp as who? The guy that beat the shit out the other guy tonight. Same camp. Same exact camp who bring same flow. Them boy isn't that whole camp is elite as hell. That's an elite group of men that's getting the work done. Keyshawn is.
I will say Keyshawn didn't. He his last fight was. I mean, you know, but I know Keyshawn pedigree. You know what I mean?
I mean, so,
I know his pedigree, but the fight last a couple weeks, like last week, was. You know, for me, and maybe that's sort of spurred by the other fight, the Kambosos fight, which really had me out of boxing this week, but. You know.
Keyshawn like that, man. He a killer.
No, Keyshawn. That's what I say. I know his pedigree.
He a killer, and he also that group, them guys there. Y'all better stay. Anybody in boxing better stay away from all them dudes, man. Yeah. Stay away from these dudes.
When Shakur step up to 140, Keyshawn gonna run that 35.
Somebody asked, who was that asked that question just now?
I think about Crawford and Jerron.
Man,
I mean, I'm the biggest Boots fan you gonna find, man.
I answered that earlier too.
After what I seen tonight, I gotta go Crawford. Like, I mean, I gotta go Crawford. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say he gonna dog him like he did Errol.
Yeah,
because I think Boots got a little more skill set, a little more tools than Errol, and he's a little younger, faster, and whatever. But Crawford just showed different level of skill set tonight than I ever seen. So I'm gonna say Crawford, but
yeah,
I'm a Boots fan. I'm gonna definitely vote.
Well, my opinion is he don't have enough experience to beat. Keem said he won 250. Keem, he won 250 over there. Yes, indeed.
I lost a sandwich.
But I'm gonna answer the guy's question. I think Boots got a lot more experience. He don't have enough don't have enough study in him to be the guy like Errol, Terence Crawford. He don't have enough digging deep down inside to get it out to make it happen. Crawford's a different type of animal, man. Crawford showed tonight that he's a different type of beast, man. He definitely Boots would get broke down.
I wouldn't bet against him. I wouldn't bet against Boots because that's my favorite fighter. But I wouldn't bet that fight at all.
Nah. I'm going with Terence. Terence proved tonight he on his own world.
Yeah, Terence
has stepped himself up to Mayweather level right there.
He definitely did.
I couldn't tell a difference tonight. I thought I saw a southpaw Floyd Mayweather tonight. God damn. Actually more vicious though. He reminded me of he was pretty boy Floyd tonight.
Yeah. Boots ain't sticking. Boots ain't sitting right in front of him.
Yeah, man.
I will say that
tonight when we
Boots gonna give him every angle he want, and
Boots don't have enough to give though. Boots don't know
angle.
Boots ain't never got himself. That shit ain't gonna work.
Boots gonna give him the neo.
He can try all that shit, and Boots gonna be waking up after he try that shit too. He gonna be waking up out his sleep after he try that shit too. That shit works for them Class B fighters, man. That's why it's very important as fighters to pick.
Floyd ain't care about being undisputed, but trust me, if Floyd wanted to be undisputed, Floyd would have been undisputed.
Yes, indeed.
4 times.
Yes, indeed. Floyd didn't
30. Floyd would have been undisputed from 30 to 54.
Yeah. That's facts, man. He didn't like the sanctioning of fees.
He didn't want to pay them fees. And I'm not mad at it because it's like my thing with me, I'm always go ahead with them sanctioning bodies, man. If y'all not doing nothing to really make no changes, this, then man, what y'all here for?
Who y'all helping from it?
What you here for?
Where the retirement plans and things of that nature?
This sport, if you're not helping protect these fighters' rights and whatever, you just
Terence,
with the promoters. Then what you here for?
Terence, why are you on here now, man? You should be resting up, man. Real fighters rest up right now, man.
Ice them knuckles.
Ice them knuckles, man. Warrants Crawford. That ain't Terence Crawford. That's Warrants Crawford. Warrants Crawford.
Trollins Crawford.
Warrants Crawford. What's up, man?
He for sure. Oh man, all them dudes is late, man. He put Thurman. He type fast as shit too.
Hey, Slim dude. Goddamn.
Thurman's hands hurt too hard to type too much to type.
Hey man, we got a stroller on. Got a real live stroller on here, man. What they call a stroll or what they call trollers?
Yeah, troll.
We got the fake Terence Crawford up on here.
Bug gonna win. Yeah, I for me it was a 52-48. For Spence. I kept telling everybody it ain't 50-50, it's 52-48 for Spence to me.
Okay, Terence. So Terence calling us the real stroller. Answer this question for me, Terence. Who the two trainers that y'all have in common from the amateurs you and Errol Spence have in common that trained y'all in both in elite camps? Mr. Terence Crawford, if that's you. Answer the question. Give me the name. And the person is from DC. Give me the name. Since I ain't since we trolling, we gonna expose you right now.
Even feed them, man.
I'm gonna feed him today.
Feed him,
now give the name in common, and let's see if you really who you are. Name that trainer that trained both of you guys. Still waiting.
New boxing fans, Mayweather fans.
Answer that question right there.
That's what I was trying to figure out who that was.
Oh yeah, I know Simba Sana. Yesterday I interviewed him. He was former a manager for the late Beethoven in Scotland.
They definitely will. Because of the weight, I guess they're talking about the rematch of 54. They both said before the fight that the rematch would likely be at 54. Both were talking about moving to 54. Spence for quite some time, so in his mind, that was part of the problem. After round 2, Crawford could have stopped him anytime he wanted. That's a fact.
I think so.
That's a fact.
I think he was carrying him.
It was nasty after round 2. I want to ask them, do y'all think that it'd be different at 54? Do y'all think it'd be a different fight at 54?
I don't. I think it's the same. This fight was boiled down to strategy, man. This is
Skyler was a beast.
yeah. The gentleman before that was Simba Sana, who was the former manager of the Lake Beethoven in Scotland, man. Great brother, man. He's now a trainer. I got much respect for that brother, man. Classy guy, man. Classy brother, man. Thank you for chiming in, brother Simba. Appreciate you, man.
Said I had Spence in round 8. Couldn't see this for either one of them. Total dominance.
Yeah. I had Crawford winning the whole. I had Crawford gonna win by unanimous decision. I didn't predict stoppage though. His brother did.
My
See,
my brother said it.
Yeah, he predicted stoppage. I didn't.
Nothing he see.
Yeah, I predicted he had it though. But yeah, James Furr, man, that's who asked that question. James Furr, shout out to you too, brother. Yeah, we had I had Crawford. I knew that he had too many weapons in his arsenal, man, and Spence was only bringing one-dimensional style of fighting, and I knew they were gonna have a strategy for that shit.
My man said, Crawford said he unsubbed because we some Mayweather fans. My man fought with Mayweather though, so
we had a troll on there, man, faking like he all these different people.
But I know Mayweather.
That's funny.
But yeah, the Crawford stole his heart. 54 won't be much of a difference.
It won't be no different.
Spence think it'll be. I will say, okay. Question for the chat. Question for the chat is first question is, will it be a difference in 54? And second question is, do y'all think the 15-month layoff had an effect on Spence's performance tonight?
No. It wasn't, like I say, it wasn't nothing but this strategy. He took the fight from him. Even if he fought 2 months ago, the same thing would have happened. The same thing would have happened. If he would have fought Crawford 2 months ago, the same thing that happened, because Crawford have too many weapons, man. He got too many weapons, and he took everything from him. Tonight, Crawford put on a goddamn pound for pound best fighter performance tonight. Yeah. That was Floyd Mayweather level tonight.
He definitely number one.
He top dog.
He's running the game right now.
He top dog in my opinion, man.
That's what's crazy about the troll, because he keeps saying shit like that.
Hey, if you was really Terence Crawford, brother, you wouldn't be saying what you say, man.
Saying give Crawford his respect. But bro, we is in here thinking Crawford praises like shit.
Yeah. We've been giving you respect, bro. We've been giving you respect all night. If that's
that ain't Crawford.
Hell nah, he's celebrating right
but
now.
I'm just saying for the troll, it's like, bro, we giving Crawford all that. But yeah, I think I think 54. I say Errol's not cutting as much. Errol might come in a little stronger. It might be a little more competitive. But it was such domination tonight that I don't think it'd be enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it'd be enough of a difference. I don't think it'd be enough of a difference to really change the outcome.
It's not gonna be much of a difference. It's gonna be the same thing because he got his number now. I mean, he got his number and he gonna have his number. That's gonna be his number from here on out. The strategy was there. The blueprint was there. I don't think it's worthy of a rematch, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would. I say that during the fight.
I don't think it's worthy of a rematch because of the shutout, but I can understand it happening because we saw that same thing happen many years ago with Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson, because Evander Holyfield got Evander Holyfield shut Mike Tyson out completely. He shut him out completely. So I don't see no point in the rematch. It's useless. But if I was him, I wouldn't mind earning a few bucks though. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, but I really don't think his health is in the best interest of Spence taking the rematch. The fight was so damn one-sided. But if it happened, it happened. I'm gonna be glad. I'm gonna watch it again. If it do happen, I'm gonna watch it again.
I mean, if it do happen, it'll still be the best fighting the best, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, because I think we can still say these two, even though I would probably move Boots a little ahead of Spence right now.
Yeah,
I think we can still say these two the best at 47.
that's facts.
So
They still the top two. I mean, nobody else is beating Errol Spence at 147.
I say Boots. But
No, man.
that's just me.
Boots ain't gonna beat him.
Fan.
Yeah, I got you, but he can't. He can't.
My man.
I understand you. I understand how you feel, but it's not happening.
I've been saying that.
It's not happening, brother. It's not happening, man.
But
Exactly, Erk. He has his number. And it's gonna be there forever, man. It's one of them.
Finish that. See how he finished that?
Right.
I'm with you, Erk. Boots might be too much for Spence. That's what I'm saying. He just Boots.
I don't know.
Boots like baby Crawford, man.
No,
Yes.
no, man.
Boots is a perfect mixture between Errol and Crawford.
Boots is like Boots. His style is his style. They don't have no similar styles. They don't even have similar fighting. Nah, man. They don't have similar styles, man. Their styles is totally different. Crawford, Boots. We gotta give Boots some tests. He gotta get some real tests.
Hey, don't talk about Winky. Bro, don't bring Winky right in this shit. Pete Winky. When I said you say Winky name in this chat, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, it's all love, bro. It's all love, brother. Yes, indeed, Erk, man. But I just don't see you know, for example, like I use basketball for example, right?
This is a hell of a fight for
I use basketball for example. You know, man, Allen Iverson was a bad boy, right? He was a bad boy coming up, man. He'll give you some flash, he score some few points, but he ain't gonna win that big boy. He ain't won that big boy. So he ain't had the same squad, but the point I'm trying to make is he a hell of a scorer. Bad motherfucker, man. Bad joker.
He one of the baddest dudes.
Bad. He was a bad joker,
one of
man.
the baddest dudes ever.
Yes, indeed.
The baddest dude ever.
But my thing is this, though. Gonna cross you up and gonna get some highlights off you. But he ain't got that Michael Jordan dog that I'm talking about. We're gonna drop 50 on you.
Jordan was the dude.
Everybody been saying that.
Diamonds was scared to talk trash to Jordan,
everybody been saying Spence isn't the same fighter. I disagree with that because when he was dogging dudes up into the night.
He just broke Ugas down.
Damn, he broke somebody's damn, what they call that, oracle. What is it called? The orbital bone. He broke that mug. So he was breaking a couple of Jokers joints, man.
Now, I mean,
so
he just ran across a different.
I'm gonna tell you what happened to him, Erk.
Ran across an animal.
Erk, let me tell you what happened to him tonight. All his weapons was taken from him for the smarter fighter. A smarter fighter, a smarter fighter with a smarter trainer who had a game plan with more than one style of fighting. He had multiple things in his back pocket to use to win.
We're gonna have to put some love on this camp.
Spence had one strategy: break you down by round 5. I'm gonna break you down to the body, come up top, stop with the jab. Guess what? He was known for throwing the flickering jab. You didn't see it one time tonight. That jab was
Solid.
his jab was on time. His jab was better than Spence jab. And he was counterpunching him every time he missed, he made him pay.
Solid.
Every time he missed when he went to the body, every time he went to the body like he normally do every fight, Crawford caught him up top with the left hand over top.
Classic chess match.
Classic, exactly. A classic chess match tonight.
Man.
Chess versus checkers. They came in there with that same strategy that they always been using and got exploited tonight. Styles make fights in this sport. Now, if you don't adjust your style to win, to defeat the other opponent, your other opponent gonna beat you 10 times. It's in the art of war, right?
That jab
The art of
is
war.
solid.
Sun Tzu says what? If you know your opponent, you know, if you have information and strategies on your opponent, you'll beat him 10 times out of 10 times because you have information on your opponent, and they used it tonight. And that was the deciding factor. They went up in the mountains. They got away from everybody. They locked in. They was in Colorado. They locked in, and they all they did was focus on Errol Spence style. How we going to get through this? Where's his weaknesses are? Man, that shit was perfection, man. That's the boxing I love. That's the separation between boxing and MMA and all these other sports. That's what separates boxing. Tonight, boxing separated itself from everything else.
Right.
Terence Crawford showed you we have boxing is a different thing. It's more to it than just catching a guy with a lucky shot and getting off, a shot and knocking him out or submitting him. You got to come in this thing with game plans and strategies. Boxing was separated today. That's why it's still the number one earner in number one earner of sports.
I think we as fans needed this shit too. You know what I mean?
We needed it
because
we had to separate ourselves from them other sports.
As a boxing fan, watching this perfection tonight actually reminded me why I love this shit.
Exactly, me too, bro.
You know what I mean?
You on it, man. That's
Like,
real talk, man.
I mean, I swear that fight last weekend had me so pissed off with the sport. You know what I mean? Because I hate seeing, like you said, that man went in the mountains. That man went in the mountains. Left his family at home. You know what I mean? Sacrificed so much. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
indeed.
For somebody to do that and then go to a fight and get robbed, get cheated for promoters' pockets or to set up a bigger fight down the road, like, I hate that. I hate it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So to see somebody go out and do that sacrifice and really show up and show and prove, and just to really see the beauty that the sport is.
Yeah.
It really reinvigorates the love for it, you know.
It did what it needed to do because I'm just proud of what I saw tonight. It was an excellent performance, man. It separated itself. It brought with the sport. It was, if you wanted to look a performance up and define boxing, right? Boxing means, the sweet science means to hit and not get hit. Tonight, Terence Crawford hit, counterpunched, and hit again. Hit, made him miss, made him pay. Hit, made him miss, made him pay. Hit, made him miss, made him pay double time. Jab first, make him miss again, make him pay. That was a hell of a fight game, man. I loved it.
Question. You know me, I like to stop. Floyd Manning, Crawford Spence, two biggest super fights we had of recent time, right?
Okay.
Who was more dominant, Floyd or Crawford?
In this fight here, I'm gonna tell you. Let me explain the difference between the two so I can get it separated. Right. Tonight, we saw Floyd Mayweather with well hands. We saw pretty boy Floyd Mayweather tonight. Now, I'm gonna say this too. If Floyd Mayweather had hands with no frail hands like he did, you would have saw the same performance against Manny Pacquiao. Floyd Mayweather, a lot of people don't know, had hurt hands. So he stopped being aggressive and he started strategizing on counterpunching and being safe. The old Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather,
Nasty.
I mean, Pretty Boy Mayweather, Pretty Boy Floyd was a killer. Now his hands got hurt, and that's why a lot of people don't know Floyd only fought as a professional boxer in Las Vegas, because Las Vegas allowed him to get his hand shots, get those cortisone shots, whatever they call them, in his hands. So that's why he stayed in Vegas. So the difference between Floyd versus Pacquiao and Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford was frail hands. Terence Crawford ain't have no problem cracking his ass, and he cracked him to the end. He did let off though. He carried him. He gave a performance. That's what great fighters do too. They give a performance.
Floyd did it a lot.
Floyd did it all the time.
Floyd doing it to this day.
Yeah, Floyd did it all the time, but he gave tonight. He carried him. He carried him for his fans, and also he had to be careful too. He had to be careful because this guy was known as a killer too. Yeah. So he had to still be careful. But it was a great performance tonight, man. I'm proud of Terence Crawford. He done what I thought he was going to do. I'm going to be honest. I didn't predict knockout. I predicted shutout, unanimous decision. At first, yesterday when I went live day before yesterday when I did a video, I was in the Bahamas, and I had picked Terence Crawford to win by a split decision. But then I stopped watching and analyzing while I was over there, and I said no, unanimous decision. But my guy, C picked him as a knockout, which he was exactly right. I had most of the people in our group that was rooting for Errol Spence was predicting the 8th round knockout. Which round did he stop in? The 7th or the 8th? 9th round. Yeah, they did. They was picking 8th round knockout, but it ended up going in the opposite. 8th for 9th, but it went in the opposite direction. And it was beautiful performance, man. It was boxing at its finest, man. I'm very impressed by that camp. That camp had one of the best strategies I've seen in a long while.
That was perfect.
That was perfecting, perfect boxing.
Perfect game plan, perfect strategy, and
no excuses. I'm not going to
no adjustments on the other side
and
as well.
It was nothing. They had nothing.
It was sort of confusion on the from what you call it. Dirk, like I said, Dirk was telling him the right.
He was telling him to get off the line.
He was telling
him all the right shit. No, he was. He was
like Errol
he was.
Couldn't do it.
Listen, I was saying this too. This is why I predicted what I predicted. You get a power puncher, right? You throw a power puncher's timing off, they're going to start loading up. And they're going to start making mistakes and start missing. I start seeing Errol throwing wild shots, looping shots, shots from around the corner, trying his best because his timing was off. And when you take that timing away from a puncher, you take the timing away from her, you can pick them apart every time. And that's what happened tonight. I saw people predict the fight basing it upon power. Power don't win fight. Speed makes power. Speed makes power. And boxing is a sport of what? Timing. If you don't have no timing, you're not a boxer. And you're not going to be able to execute your assignment if your timing is off. That's why we had speed bags, jump rope, stop at certain times, things of that nature. Speed bags, double end bags. That's for timing. Timing is more important in boxing, damn near than anything. Than anything. If you on the elite level, now you might get lucky and throw a shot on the low level and catch a guy. But if a guy timing off you on the line, you're going to miss him every time. Guess what's going to happen? Your ass going to pay every time you miss. Every time. That's what happened to Spence tonight. He paid every time he missed. Every single time he paid for it.
They say timing crazy because on the amateur level, you got like 0.5 seconds
right
to make a mistake.
Right.
On the pro level, you got. On the low level, you got 0.1.
Right. Imagine
When you
elite
get to
level.
the elite level,
Shit.
you got like 0.05.
Exactly. To
You
make
know
a
what I'm
mistake.
saying? Like, but
And
that
you get
timing when you could get right in there, bing, right on that perfect time.
Yep.
And that's what he was doing today. Everything, right?
Perfectly executed.
Yeah.
Perfectly executed. And let me say this to those that didn't predict this outcome. This fight was so hard to judge, right? I mean, I'm not talking about judging the fight. This whole fight was so hard to predict because of the quality level of skill. So this doesn't lower your boxing IQ abilities in no form or fashion. This one of them fights everybody get a pass on, man.
You can't pick this. You can't.
Everybody
you
gets
pick
it.
this.
Everybody gets a pass on not predicting this one right. So I just saw something in Terence Crawford that Spence didn't have, and I based it. What made me make my decision was simple. It was his one-dimensional style of fighting. I watched a Spence fight. He break everybody down, and he used timing when he did it. Body head, bop, 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 jab, start over the jab. Then he throw a right hand, left hand, come down to the body, come back up top. He stuck to the same style of fighting for so many fights. Now, Terence Crawford, I saw different things. He was doing different shit, man. He moving his head, he coming off the line, he step over, he spin on you, do so many different things. I'm like, that's the difference right here on this fight. Is this guy gonna bring that?
What I didn't take into account, now that thinking about it, I didn't take into account speed.
Yes, I did.
When you ducking, going to the body, which I knew that's Spence's game.
Yeah.
That's how you break you down. His breakdown, when he get inside, he gonna dig to that body. Didn't take into account the speed that Crawford gonna come back over top.
Facts.
You know what I mean? When he catch, boom, right over top. Beep, boom. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I didn't take that into account, and that's what he was doing. Every time he went to that body, he made him pay up. That neutralized that body shot, that body attack.
Facts.
You know, the jab neutralized by a faster jab.
I'm
gonna beat you to the jab,
and he did.
Yeah.
And they was expecting a flicking jab. They was.
but his was faster.
That was
but
a
hard.
Let me
It
tell you
was a
something.
hard, stiff joint. Beep.
Now my guy got the Trainer of the Year award. Dirk James, right? Well deserved of that time. Now, he got it this year. He out-trained the shit out of him, man. He out-strategized him. And one thing that I like about this shit, man, they expected something to come that didn't even come. They expecting a flicking jab. Who thinks like that on this level to this day? That's some old school shit right there, man. That's old school.
We've been doing this. We've been flicking
We've
this
been
jab
flicking the jab.
for all these times. Man, let's
straighten this thing out and
Let's
throw
pop
him
him
off.
with it right now.
Yeah,
Let's pop him with it. We'll see how he deal with it.
And
I know he gonna expect this flicking jab. He gonna try to step in and really get inside. So we gonna stun him on the way in.
Exactly. You know how great of a fighter you have to do to readjust your old. You've been fighting a certain way for so long. You have to be so disciplined to change something, a bad habit about yourself, and fix it. That's the shit my father used to do back in the days, man.
It was a pure martial art.
It was pure.
It was so disciplined. You could see it. He never overcommitted.
Never.
We was sitting here saying he's so comfortable.
Boy, he was sitting in the living room, man, with us.
Hurt early. He had him hurt a few times where it was like he could have jumped in, but he was like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit and wait for the shot. Wait for a power shot. I'm gonna wait for a shot. So hands down, man. Salute to that.
Yes, indeed.
Bro,
yes, indeed.
Perfect fight, bro. He
fought the perfect fight, man. He did, man. He did what he had to do, man. He got the job done.
This was like, man, this is the most beautiful boxing I've seen in years.
Since Floyd Mayweather retired. Floyd Mayweather retired.
Yeah. Since probably Floyd Canelo.
But ladies and gentlemen, man, we gonna get the hell up out of here today, right?
Hey. We can sit here all night.
You listen.
Tell me,
For those that's new, that's on here, please hit the like and subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Also visit rawvegan.com. Order your fresh new protein powder that's coming. Vegan protein powder be to you. The release date is August 18th. Also visit rawvegancoffee.com. Get your fresh batch of luxury coffee, man. I've been getting compliments all over, all the way in the Bahamas, man. I got orders all the way going to the Bahamas, man, how good this coffee is. So visit rawvegancoffee.com, man. It's selling like crazy, man. It's selling like crazy, and I want you to be a part of that. Rawvegan.com, get your protein powder. We only, right now, the launching brand is vanilla. We're trying to reach 300. Close, almost there. I don't want to be able to know you my whole life and your name not on that list. I'm going to feel some type of way, man. Because, you know, it's about support. It's about supporting each other, about building an economic base for our future. And why not support your own? Man, also, go to the YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. We got a hell of a show, man. We know boxing. We don't guess boxing. We know boxing. We ain't saying we are geniuses or
always right.
I
was wrong today.
Right, because I was wrong. I was wrong the last fight. So, but we know enough. We know enough to keep you in the right direction. Put it like that.
We want to build this community and let y'all come up, man.
And please,
want y'all to come up and join the show. Like,
and those that's in the Facebook group pages, share it. Share it to your page for us, please. Share it to your page. Let these people know, man, we got some good content to bring out. And we have all the champions come through here. Not just champions, Hall of Famers. We've interviewed, in 1 month, we interviewed 4 Hall of Famers in 1 month, 5 Hall of Famers, and international boxing Hall of Famers, that is, in 1 month. So they respect our opinion. So should you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the second win, Boxing Media. Peace.